let's get ready for Earth Day. I'm sure you all have these cardboard packaging in your home, whether it's from blueberries or cereal. Once you flatten it out after use, you can pull it apart like this. I just slip a finger under there. Sometimes it's a little bit glued a little bit too well, but usually it's not too difficult just to do this. And then once you open it up, it's perfect art material. You can peel this off. There we go. So the first part of this month's Earth Month project is making a concertina book, and that's what we'll be doing here. All you need is a sharp X-Acto knife, a pen, I love purple, you don't have to use purple, and a ruler. I'm using my quilt ruler, since I never use it to cut fabrics, why not? So the first thing you want to do is you want to trim it neatly. I like to trim it right below all of these holes here. So I line up the edge of my ruler with the edge of the cardboard, and then I just slice. All you need is a sharp X-Acto knife. Put a fresh blade on it for this project, and you should be good to go. There we go. Then I turn it upside down, and I want my pages in my concertina book to be 5 inches by 4 inches. So I line up at the bottom with 5 and cut right down. Some boxes you can get 2 out of. With this box, nope, I cannot get another 5 inches. That's okay. I've got plenty more. So this little flap here is going to be good for connecting. So I'm going to measure 4 inches from that little flap. Again, just matching up the side. And what I like to do first is mark with my pen every 4 inches. Because later, when you go back to with your X-Acto knife to score it, it's easier to see and not get confused with all the other folds that are already in there. So every 4 inches. Okay, so once I have these markings every 4 inches, I want to go back in with my X-Acto knife and just score. So just go back here and score. Not cutting all the way through, just scoring. And the last one, just scoring. And now I have an extra long flap, so I'm just going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off at 3/4 inches. So 31 days in March, so you need 31 pages like this, and then see you've scored it, so now you'll be able to bend it either way. Need 31 pages plus 1 for the cover, so 32 pages. So plenty of boxes. I like this pasta box here because it's got this glassine window, or it's a plastic window really. So I'm going to use that as my my cover page. So I am going to trim it. This is where this quilting ruler comes in handy, is I want to make sure that window is in my 4 by 5 inch area. So I'm just looking to see that it fits into the 5 inches, and it does. And then I'm going to match up, and I'm going to cut There's my 5 inches. Now I'm going to go 5 inches. Oh, rather, that's my first cut. Now I'm going for the 5 inches. Okay, so because I want this window to be in the cover page, I want to measure again, make sure it fits into my 4 inches this way. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to make my markings 4 inches that way, 4 inches this way. So now I have marked my 4 inches across here. And now I want to mark, because I can get one more page from here. So, and I cannot get another page. There's not enough there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to score this. Actually, it's right on the fold. I don't need to score it, but I do need to score this one. And this is unneeded, so I'm going to cut it off at 3/4 inches. Come on. So, there we go. Okay, and it doesn't matter that it's a little bit ugly. This is the end of the page here. I'm going to cut it off right at that cover because I'm going to glue this back so that it stays in place. Okay, so I'm going to just trim it off right here, like that. And I'm going to just score it right here. So there we go. So this, and I'm going to paint this and I'll show you, I'm going to cover. So this will be the very front. So you can use a bone folder to make it easier to fold. So this will be my cover, and now I'll start gluing everything together. A bone folder to help you with these folds would be a good little tool, but I can't find mine. So an edge of a Sharpie is a good thing to use. Just like that. And what I'm going to do here is later on I will cover all of this up, but this is going to be my first page. So I'm going to use glue stick just here on the cover here. And I'm gonna go like this. A pair of binder clips are going to be your friends. Just to hold it in place for now. So this is going to go like this. Then this is page number 2. So I'm going to fold this back a little bit. And now I have pre-cut all these edges. This is going to be the cover, so I'm not going to count it. But because I am such a bad mathematician, I'm going to number my pages. So this is 1. And this is going to be my second page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that page here. So I need to cut this off. Right here, I'm going to have my X-Acto knife and I'm going to trim this off. Okay. So now, this will be page 2. You can also use tape to hold these together. You can use artist tapes, you can use masking tape, you can use duct tape if you wanted to, you can use washi tape, you can do whatever you want. So there, that's my second page. Come on, there we go. So I'm going to put 2. So these will go like this. Whoops, it came off. It's okay. So I'm going to put these back on. I'm going to fold it like this. And I'm going to go back to these little clips and have them hold it. Like that. That's 2. Then I've scored this. Did I score it? Yep, I did. So I'm going to fold it forward. So this is 3. Fold it this way. And then this is 4. So now next one. Again, I need to trim this off. I left all the edges, these little flappy edges on all of them, just to make sure that I didn't make a mistake. I can always cut one off when I need it, but at first I would rather leave them on just in case I make a mistake. And I make mistakes all the time. All right, so I'm going to score this one. So this is going to go this way. Again, using my clippies holding it in place. So this will go this way. That's 4. Actually, no, it's going to go this way. 4. And I'm going to glue 5 onto here. This is 4. I'm going to put down 5. This has been scored, so I should be able to carefully fold it. There we go. This is all in place. Oh, it's coming off. Okay. 4, 5. So now this part wants to come off. So I'm going to start with putting a little bit of tape on the back. Because you know what? The back is not going to be seen. I don't want any mistakes. So there. That's the back. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna need bigger clips in a few minutes. Okay. Fold this in. This is 7. And this here will be 8. So here's my next piece. Again, I'm just going to cut the edge off. Okay, time to switch to bigger clips now. All right. 7, 8, 9. So 9, and this will be 10. So I need 1 and 2 for the cover. Perfect. So Okay. Leave it like this, 24 hours. So one thing you want to do is make sure to put a little bit, you gotta use a little bit of sandpaper to sand that front page so that the paint sticks to it. Just scratch it up a little bit. So I'm actually going to cover it up with different scraps of plastic. Just going to make a little collage on the top of it. So now that I scratched it up, you can paint it or do whatever, but I'm going to just do a little bit of a collage. So I'm going to start with a few pieces of plastic. The glue under the plastic is going to take a long time to dry, but that's okay. I'm going to only try to avoid putting the glue on the clear part because the rest of it is going to get covered up. This is tissue paper, that's a piece of plastic. I'm going to have a little bit of everything. The cover is done. So now I'm going to leave it overnight.